Hi y'all and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be going over the upcoming WWE Premium Live event, which is Night of Champions. This will be the first Night of Champions. I guess with the name Night of Champions will technically be 2015, it's but they changed it with Clash of Champions, and the last one was I think. Let me double check. Well, Night of Champions. Before they changed it to before they changed the name to Clash of Champions, it was Night of Champions, and the last PLE that was named Night of Champions was in 2015. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be taking place this Saturday, and it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Which, by the way, WWE has been traveling all over the world for the pay per views because Backlash early this month. Backlash was in Puerto Rico. Night of Champions is going to be in Saudi Arabia, and then we have Money in the Bank, which is the next WWE Premium Live event after NXT Battleground, and Money in the Bank is gonna be in London. So, WWE is traveling all over the world. I kind of like it. I kind of like it that they have three pay per views back to back to back. That's in different countries. I kind of like that. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, so I'm gonna be doing my predictions for Night Champions, like how I did for Backlash, and of what I think's gonna win. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of gonna be simple and straight to the point. So let's get started. The first match that we're talking about is Seth freaking Rollins versus AJ Styles. The finals of the tournament for the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship. Speaking of the championship, I love how the belt looks. I know that they're mixed. It's in the middle regarding of opinions. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm kind of in what people love it because I love that that they have a championship for Raw again. And I love that it's the World Heavyweight Championship because, I guess the modern version of the World Heavyweight Championship, because the big old, the original, it was beautiful. So yeah, I was happy and I loved it, and I was in, and when Triple H revealed it, I was impressed. I loved it, but first let me give my opinion about the tournament. This tournament, I didn't mind the tournament. The only problem, or the only thing that didn't make sense to me, was them having SmackDown superstars involved. That confused me. That didn't make sense to me because the championship was gonna be at Raw anyway, with Roman being still the undisputed Universal Champion, and he's on SmackDown along with the rest of the Bloodline. So it didn't make sense to me to have SmackDown superstars involved with the tournament. So I wish that they only had Raw superstars in the tournament, so that would have made sense. And kind of so that wouldn't make the match more predictable, if I'm gonna be honest, because I feel like all of us know that Seth Rollins is going to win the belt because he's on Raw and AJ's on SmackDown, unless they have AJ win and he goes to Raw. But that wouldn't make any sense because he was drafted to Raw. Along the rest of the OC, so it's okay, if AJ wins the belt, is he gonna be by himself again, or is him and OC gonna go back to Raw? So, by my opinion, I feel like Seth's gonna win, and I feel like it's gonna be too predictable. But I feel like the match is gonna be really good because they always had good matches. I remember that match in Money in the Bank in 2019. By the way, I'm talking fast, so I apologize. The match in Money in the Bank 2019, that match was really good, and I enjoyed it. So I can't wait for that match. The next match I'm going to talk about is Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I saw it coming. I knew that there was going to have a rematch. I kind of wish it was a stipulation match, maybe no holds barred or a street fight, but oh well. But yeah, I knew Brock was going to cost Cody the tournament, and I figured that they were going to have a match. If I had to take a guess, I feel like they're gonna have Cody win, but it's gonna but it's gonna be kind of a thing Cody survives, Cody survives and beats Brock. That's kind of that's gonna be that kind of thing. if there's gonna be blood in the match again, I wouldn't be surprised. Um, the next match is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline, which is Roman and Solo, with Paul Heyman for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. I feel like Kevin and Sami's gonna win. That I highly doubt they're gonna have Roman win the Tag Team Championship, and so I highly doubt that. So I feel like Kevin and Sami's gonna win, but I feel like something's gonna happen in the match. I feel like the Usos gonna get involved and is gonna distract Roman and Solo, and Roman's gonna get mad at them, or like and accidentally cost them, or like maybe they try to get involved and they accidentally hit Solo or Roman and actually cost them that way, or like something like Roman turns on Solo and that's maybe how Kevin and Sami win, or who knows, maybe Solo might turn on Roman. Um, but yeah, I don't feel like the Bloodline's gonna win, and I feel like most likely Solo might get pinned. I feel like Solo might get pinned. I don't think they're gonna have Roman get pinned. I feel like they will have Roman pinned whenever they plan on having lose the undisputed Universal Championship. That's when I feel like they will have him be pinned. Um, but yeah, I feel like Kevin and Sami's gonna retain. Now the next match is Gunther versus Mustafa Ali for the Intercontinental Championship. I feel like Gunther's gonna win. I feel like it will be an interesting match because Gunther has been having really good matches, especially opponents that are smaller than him. But he'd be having good matches in general. So I'm interested in this match, and I'm kind of excited for Mustafa Ali to kind of have like a championship match and to have like some time to shine in this match. So I'm excited. But yeah, I feel like Gunther's gonna retain. The next match I'm gonna talk about is Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. I feel like this time Asuka's gonna win because they had Asuka lose at WrestleMania, so I don't think they're gonna have Asuka lose to Bianca for a second time for the belt. So I feel like they're gonna have Asuka win. If they have Bianca win, to be honest, I wouldn't mind it, but I kind of want Asuka win because it'll be something new and different. Because Bianca has been champion for over a year, and she's been a great champion. But I would love for Asuka to win the belt and have her moment. You know, she should have had a moment in WrestleMania, but that's just me. But yeah. But again, I feel like it's gonna be a good match because that match at WrestleMania was really good. I enjoyed that match. So yeah, I feel it's gonna be a good match, and I hope Asuka wins, and that's also my prediction. I feel like Asuka's gonna win. The next match I'm going to talk about is Rhea Ripley versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I feel like it's going to be a good match, and I already know that Rhea's going to win. But there's no storyline with this. And it's kind of the same thing with Bianca and Asuka, but at least they have something going on. With Asuka, like, spitting the mist in Bianca's face. Like, they doing something. Like doing some kind of action. Rhea and Natalya hasn't done really nothing to each other except like Natalya saving Dana Brooke, which how this kind of like feud or like rivalry started in the first place, and then backstage segments, and that's it. Like there's like no brawl. There was no stick attack from Rhea, like none of that. So there's no storyline to build. Even though Bianca and Asuka has kind of a little bit something, there's still not much storyline because they're mainly focusing on like the Bloodline storyline. So that's it's kind of like the women kind of. But again, I feel like it's gonna be a good match, and I feel like Rhea's gonna win. Now the next match, last match, that I'm gonna talk about is Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. I don't know if I feel like we'll win. I wouldn't be surprised if Trish wins, but if she wins on like cheating, like on some shenanigans, I wouldn't be surprised. And then they continue with this rivalry to some extent. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I am excited for this match, and I'm interested in this match because I'm intrigued on what the chemistry is gonna be like and how the dynamic is gonna be like between them two in the ring. So yeah, I'm excited, and I've been enjoying the build and the storyline, and with Trish being heel. And I loved the not the promo, but I loved the contract signing segment. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. Also, by the way, it's the fact that Becky and Trish was the only people that was the only women that had a contract signing. Bianca and Asuka didn't have contract signing. Neither did Rhea and Natalia, which I find it interesting because they're the champions. So you would think, but I guess because Becky and Trish had a more had more build to it. I guess, but yeah, I will. I feel like Trish might win. Um, but it might be on some shenanigans, and she might cheat or something like that, so that they can continue on with the feud. Excuse me. But yeah, that's those are my predictions. Comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what are your predictions on who you think is gonna win and who's gonna lose. What do you think is gonna be the best match of the pay per view as well? Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.